We are now joined live by the NL Player of the Week, presented by Chevrolet, Merrill Kelly. All right, I gotta know, you've capped off a great month of July, I should say, 131 ERA. What's clicked for you this season? And I have a feeling you're going to go straight to giving credit to your pitching coach.
Because you said that, I'll go that direction. Strami's definitely been a big influence on, I think, our whole staff. He just kind of brings a different vantage point. Obviously, he's been doing it forever. He's had a bunch of guys that have done it really well for a long time. So he's definitely helped out a bunch. Other than that, I would say, if anything, it's probably just more mentality. I think I'm just getting comfortable, getting my feet underneath me. It's my 4th year. I think I've just gotten to the point now where I've realized if I make pitches, I get people out.
Hey, Merrill, this is Hannah. As I'm sure you can imagine, we're talking a lot of trade deadline in this episode, like 30 hours away, less than 30 hours away at this point. So what's your move ahead of the trade deadline? Are you tracking the rumors? Are you trying to stay off Twitter? What do you do?
Yeah, I think that's probably impossible to stay away from it, especially social media-wise. I'm on Twitter every day. It's kind of where I get my news and my baseball news. So I definitely see the rumors out there, but I just try to treat them as that. Nothing I can do to control it. I just got to go and pitch. And if by tomorrow I'm still a D-back, then great. If I'm somewhere else, then that means I'm got a chance to make the playoffs and to win a World Series. So I'd be happy with that as well.
Merrill, man, congrats on everything this season. It's been fun watching you so far, especially last night going up against Fried like that. I gotta ask you. We gotta take it back to Korea. There was no way I was gonna get you on here without talking about Korea a little bit. You got to explain to me what's going on in this video right here. Can you show me what's going on?
What do you got for me? I knew it was
going
to be this one.
Oh.
I knew it was going to be that one. I knew it was either going to be. Yeah, I still got that in me. That was after we won the championship. A lot of fans had known that I had done that. X, obviously, the player of the game after every game. So I'm sure if you did some more research, that same exact dance would probably be out there a lot more than it should be. But yeah, that was right after we won the championship at 18, and my teammates kind of pushed me into that, and I kind of just took it and ran with it.
A quick follow-up for you. What's the one thing that you miss from Korea the most and playing over there? Because you spent quite a bit of good time there.
Off the top of my head, I'd probably say the fans, man. As you know, like they're crazy about baseball. And when the Korean culture and the Korean community gets excited about something, they go all in. They get super excited about it. So those games that were packed, especially down in the games in Seoul, Jomsil Stadium, there's, one half of the stadium is all red. The other half of the stadium is all blue for, Doosan. It gets pretty rowdy. There's all the chants and singing and the drums and the cheerleaders going. It's like a winter ball experience if you've ever, seen one. So I would probably say the fans.
What's up, Merrill? Keith here. Let's get serious for a second. Your guy Madison Bumgarner is a serious, intense guy. Can you speak to your relationship with Madison? Like, how intense or serious has it been? You guys get in a staring contest, fist fights, anything like that?
No, I think a lot of people would be shocked, man. I don't know if he'd want me to tell you this with his whole persona on the mound, but when he's not pitching, he's actually a pretty laid-back guy. He likes to joke around. He kind of likes messing with the rookies a little bit. He'll pull pranks on people, but he's a lot more docile in the clubhouse than what you guys see on the mound when he's yelling at the umpires, for sure.
Okay.
But I was just gonna say, I've just been able to kind of pick his brain a little bit. Obviously, he had 3 World Series by the time he was 25. Probably the best World Series pitcher of all time. Just to have a guy like that around. Not only to pick his brain, to just kind of see about how he goes his business and, kind of how he treats the game of baseball. It's been pretty special for me.
We didn't get to preface this either, that you and X go back a long time.
Oh, yeah, we faced each other over in Korea. What was your last year there, X?
Yeah, 2017, I think, was my last year there. We had a great time, Sierra, because we would play each other all the time. We would go out for Korean barbecue and chill with one another after the game. He'd carve me up, and then he'd buy me dinner, or vice versa. But no, we had a great time, and he obviously did an amazing job over there. And I think to speak to what what you've done now over to the States, I have to ask you, what's been like the biggest transition for you? Because it's been now a couple of years that you've had under your belt back with now in the States with the Diamondbacks. What did you learn from your Korean experience that you've been able to take over here and really succeed now?
There's a lot that I took from over there, but I would say probably just the biggest thing is how to be my own pitching coach. A lot of the times you might be attacking the same problem over in Korea, but with the language barrier and kind of how they view things, you might be trying to get on the same page, but it might be so far and few in between that you might not arrive at the same place. So I think over there I kind of had to figure it out, and I knew the big leagues was always, off in the distance, but as when you're over there, it not only is literally thousands of miles away, but it feels like an eternity away. So I would say just I had to figure out if I needed adjustments, I had to figure out how to do them, and I had to figure out how to do them fast. Because if you're not throwing up numbers in Korea, it obviously doesn't look as good over here. So I think that's probably the biggest thing, and having it be my fourth year, like I said, I think my feet are finally underneath me. When I first got back over here, even though I was a 30-year-old rookie, I still viewed some of these guys as, larger than life. I still walked around the big league clubhouse like I was 21 years old and looking at all these guys like, wow, I have to face this guy or have to face this guy. And now that I've been here for a little while and, kind of seen some pretty good results, obviously not as good as this year, I think that's probably the biggest difference.
Merrill, I don't know if you can see it because I know we're on like tiny little monitors, but I'm at Nats Park in DC right now.
You guys need to up your technology a little bit.
See, I feel the same way because I'm also on a ballpark cam looking at you on a tiny little monitor. I'm in DC. I'm waiting for the Soto Sweepstakes to play out, so I got to ask you to put on your baseball analyst hat and tell me, where do you think he's going to go if he gets traded?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I try not to play GM as much as I can. I feel like when you go down that road, you're just going to send yourself in circles. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't go anywhere. I know people are making a huge deal about, is he going to go to the Dodgers? Is he going to go to the Padres? In my mind, I think what they're doing is kind of just testing the waters. I don't think they have any urgency to trade him right now. They have no obligation to trade him right now. So I think they're probably just seeing what they can get for him, seeing what teams are willing to offer him right now, and kind of build that into the offseason would be my best guess.
Okay, Merrill.
I think that was a great answer. I kind of agree. I think we should have you as a baseball analyst.
Yeah, you're welcome back on off base.
Maybe one day. I got at least a couple more years, but.
Okay, seriously, Merrill, though, don't hate me for this. Please don't hate me for this. But have you ever been mistaken for actor Chris Elliott? Because we have a split screen right here, and I'm not saying you look like him. He looks like a poor man's version of Merrill Kelly.
Yeah, trust me, you're definitely not the first and probably not the last person to ever say that. So I don't take offense to it at all. When I first signed in Arizona, honestly, I think there was probably more Chris Elliott posts than there was me signing with the Diamondbacks posts. There was one time I went to play golf with our old hitting coach, Eric Hinsky, and I pull up to the gate. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the movie Something About Mary.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So Chris Elliott's character in that movie, Don Woganowski, I pull up to the gate. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I just have my morning coffee. Just woke up probably half an hour ago. And I pull up to the gate, and without missing a beat, I roll down my window, and this guy's first words out of his mouth, he goes, "Oh, Woogie." It's like, man, good morning to you too, bud. I'm just going to play some golf, but yeah, I get that all the time, so I'm definitely not offended by that.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad I didn't offend you. I'm a Diamondbacks fan, so I've appreciated you, and congratulations on the Player of the Week, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me on.